Yeah, welcome everybody. We're here today at Ardrossan Orchard. I'm with Ian Cathels today, the owner and manager of Ardrossan, and we're in the Woodburn Orchard where Ian's doing a bit of work with organics. Hi Ian, how are you going?
Good, thank you, Kevin.
Thanks for having us on Woodburn Orchard. Last year you were part of one of our future orchard trials looking at monitoring for earwigs and the benefit that they provide for woolly aphid control. I just wanted to ask you, did you learn something from that, and what would that be?
Yes, out of that trial, what we learnt was the numbers of earwigs that were in the orchard and the benefit they were giving us both in the organics and the conventional. And it also brought home, especially in the organics, what we were looking for was to control it more naturally than bringing in insecticides. And, it was working, very well. And it's something that we could then roll out in the conventional side, and, the benefits just flow on.
So at the end of the day, was woolly aphid an issue for you in your organic blocks last season?
No, and it honestly hasn't. That's the amazing part. The first year we ever changed to organics in that block, I think probably a November time of year, where you start to notice woolly aphids blowing up, and I thought, well, this is just not going to work from day one. I think in probably 2 weeks later, we noticed all the woolly aphids was gone, and ever since then, we haven't had any problem with woolly aphids in the organics.
That's great. Well, thanks for your time today, Ian. We'll catch you on another visit.
Righto, Kevin. Thank you.
Cheers, bye. Our next stop is Tingira, and I'm speaking with Jeremy Smart. G'day, Jeremy.
G'day, Kevin. How are you?
I'm good, thanks. Thanks for having us on the property.
Yeah, no problem.
And sparing a bit of time to talk about future orchard stuff. You were involved with the earwig monitoring project last season. We did that because we wanted to know, whether earwigs were around in enough numbers to help control woolly aphid. So how did that go for you? What did you learn from that exercise?
Well, from that exercise, we learnt there were very little in the way of earwig population. Obviously, over the years, there's been some sort of use of chemicals that have not been very nice to the earwigs, which we have since learnt about what chemicals they are. So we've identified those, and in the block that we're monitoring, we've cut those chemical use out altogether. So as part of the project, we seeded in some population there, so we're hoping to build them up over the coming years. Unfortunately, they do only breed at a slow rate.
That's right. Yeah, so, only a couple of generations per season, I think.
Yeah. So that'll take a bit of time, but we seem to be getting some good control in there. Mm-hmm. We were a little bit disrupted with the bushfires this year, as with everyone and everything. Yeah. But yeah, we're pretty positive about it.
Yeah, and when we were chatting before, you mentioned that you've seen aphelinus in reasonable numbers in the block too. So obviously you see that as part of the overall picture for controlling woolly.
Yeah, I guess that was probably one of the big learnings of being using them in conjunction with each other, having the earwigs there early on in the season until the aphelinus have had enough time to build up and breed and get out and do what they have to do. So with both of them working in there, we should bring it back under control.
Yeah, hopefully. I noticed last season you had some little stick houses, if you like, around the place for the earwigs. So building little sort of places they can shelter and
giving them the right habitat. I guess that's all part of it.
Yeah. Great, okay.
So we try to keep the floor pretty clean, so there's not the leaf matter there and all the broadleaf for them to get under. Yeah. So we need somewhere for them to feel safe. So.
Thanks, Jeremy. Thanks for having us on the orchard.
Thanks for being part of the project too, Ken.
Yeah, good on you. No worries.